Y'all, right here. I'm gonna pick up on this rod because I got something swimming with it. I'm hooked up with the first fish of the morning here. This is on a nightcrawler. Y'all don't see that on my channel very often, do you? He's pulling whatever he is. Oh, it's a little channel cat. Oh, that ain't how we want to start out a trip. My least favorite fish in the whole world, channel cat. But that's where we're at with it this morning, y'all. All right, y'all, there he is, little channel cat. Let me get rid of him. Anyway, y'all, what I'm doing out here today is I am set up in a backwater creek system. Got my lines cast out here in front of me, and you can probably see here behind me. I'm kind of up on the bank here a little bit. I'm using stakeout poles driven down into the ground because I'm setting in about 2 feet of water right here. So I've got one back here on this side, and I've got another right here, and it's kind of keeping my kayak anchored but not able to spin a little bit because I want my lines stationary out there. I don't want them dragging around the bottom because today I'm out here carp fishing, and that's what those other 2 rods are. I've got corn, I've got some cattle cubes, or range cubes they're called there. I've baited this area with it, just throwing out handfuls of them, and I threw out a little bit of corn, and now I've got some corn kernels on a hook on those 2 rods. And then I brought another rod with me, my Ned rig rod. I put a little hook on it with some night crawlers, and that's what that little channel cat had eaten. So I've got 3 rods set up out here, and my plan is if I get something, I probably should have kept that channel cat in actuality, but I thought if I get a little bluegill or white bass or drum or something like that, I'll put him on one of my catfish rods and sling him out here on the other side over there and just try to get a variety. It's Memorial Day weekend, cloudy, a little bit rainy out here this morning, but by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, there's going to be so many boats out on the main river channel there that I ain't going to want to fool with it. So I thought I'll come back here and this backwater creek system, not have to deal with any people, and still catch some fish today. So that's the plan. That's what I'm doing. Let's catch some more. I've got night crawlers and corn for bait today. Now, I've just took some scissors here and took a little snippet of it, and I'm putting that on a number 6 hook with a piece of split shot up here above the line, probably 18 inches or so. And now I'm just going to cast it out there in front of me. Put it in the rod holder and just wait on the next fish. You know, very much like catfishing if I was anchored down. The only difference being that I'm just in a backwater creek system in about 2 foot of water and hoping to get some carp and just variety of species out here today. I got action here on this night crawler rod. I think he knows he's hooked now. Yeah, he's swimming with it out there. He's coming right at me. There he comes. Boy, he is coming right at the kayak. What is this? That's a little drum right there. That's perfect. That's perfect. There's just some catfish bait to put on the other rod over there. All right. All right, I got our little drum here hooked up. Just ran that hook through his back. And I'm gonna toss him out over here to the right and just see, heck, maybe we might get something on him. Just use him as a live bait over there. Never know. Could be something working back in here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Y'all, something's got my drum here, I think. Hey, something's got him. Yeah, something's got him out there. That's my live drum. Something gobbled him up. Back here in this shallow water, man. That's probably 3 foot out there. About a, I don't know, 7, 8 inch drum. I don't know what that is. Is that a blue or a flathead maybe? I'm just out here variety fishing today, y'all. Whatever bites is whatever bites. I'm just in this creek hiding from the boaters. I don't know what this is. I'm pulling him in. Looks like backwards. This is a blue, I think. I've hooked this blue He's somehow, my drum's gone and he's hooked in the tail. I don't even know how that's happened. Something went terribly wrong for this fish today, y'all. Now, oh crap, he's went under my kayak. He just popped free. He got tangled up back there in my other shallow water anchor stick. But I don't even know how that happened. I guess he ate the bait or tried to eat it and knocked it off and tail hooked himself. I pulled that fish in backwards, but he ended up getting wrapped around my other anchor stick here and coming free. I'm not a fan of this setup. I had gotten two of these anchor mounts here. They go into the gear tracks of my kayak, and you can run stakeout poles so that when you're in shallow water like this, ideally you could keep your kayak still. And I'm not a huge fan of them. Trying them out here, the bottom composition here is pretty hard. I had to take a hammer and drive these things down. It's not like a soft mud bottom where you can really drive them down. So they're sticking up a whole lot higher up than what I would ideally like, and not particularly secure. And even though I've got them kind of catty cornered here, I'm still kind of swaying a little bit. But anyway, enough of me complaining about that. I'll figure something out. It's just right now with our water levels being up here at Summer Pool, all of the shoreline is overgrown pretty much anywhere I'd want to set up. And so I can't just pull my kayak up on the bank like I could in the winter months and early spring before they raised our water level. So when I'm out here in these backwater creek systems trying to do some carp fishing, which aren't being cooperative today, or catfishing or whatever, you know, I've got to come up with something to keep my kayak anchored and still. And going to be back to the drawing board because I'm not real impressed with these stakeout poles. But anyway, I'm going to I think what I'm going to do, because this carp, they ain't biting here. Normally when you see me in my recent carp videos, what I like to do is cruise with the motor and look, just visually find some carp and then set up where they're at. Out here today, the water is muddy. We had some rain last night, and so everything's muddied up, and so I couldn't see anything. So what I did is I just come back in a creek here, kind of got in a pocket, and was hoping basically that there would be some carp here, just assuming there would be, just based on the fact that there's usually carp back here. But if there are, they haven't been interested in what I've got out there today. So that part hasn't gone well. But this rod here with the nightcrawler has got me some action. And of course there's obviously one blue cat back here that was interested in that drum. So I may switch out one of my carp rods with another piece of nightcrawler and just see if I can't get some other form of bait that I can use and put on the catfish rod, because that was pretty exciting there for a minute till I realized I had a small blue tail hook. But there's all kinds of stuff going on over here. There's shad flipping everywhere. I did bring my cast net with me too, so I thought if the carp fishing ain't working out, I could net me some shad and go that route today. So again, it's just a variety fishing today. It's just fishing for whatever bites, because I'm hiding for the dang pleasure boaters out here on Memorial Day weekend. Goodness, I got a fish swimming. Wow, what is that? That's on my nightcrawler out there. Is that a catfish? Well, he's acting a fool out there, ain't he? Coming at me. He's about to do that over here now. I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't feel my drag pulling or nothing. Just looked up and seen my rod tip doubled over. I'm gonna have to go around. Let's go around this rod. Let's go over and under, and hopefully not lose him here. Got another catfish here on the nightcrawler. Hopefully he don't get here in my dang shallow water anchor system. Heck, that's bigger than the one that ate the drum. That's old. Looks like an old blue kitty right there. Oh, we got to keep him out. This is on a medium light action rod. It's my Ned rig rod, 6-pound test line. Fine from them old ditch pickle bass, but you get a catfish like this, that's a fun size blue. on the nightcrawler, just a little piece of it. Yes, sir. We're dealing with the spawn here right now in East Tennessee. So it's quite possible I'm going to get some fish moving up in here in these creeks to nest and whatnot. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna I gotta tire him out a little bit. I can't bring him in. I can't even get hold of him with this 6-pound line and him being full of energy. That line will break in no time. I do have my net with me here for the carp. I may be able to use that on this fish here. Them night crawlers paying off this morning, y'all. See if I can get him over here and keep him out of them dang anchor sticks. You know, I am not a fan of that setup. I'd rather be set up on the bank here somewhere, but just can't do it right now. Come here, blue kitty. There. All right. I'm gonna bring him in. That's a fun size blue on just a small piece of night crawler. Y'all right there. I had that drum had ate that, or gut hooked himself with that little number 6 hook I had earlier. And I'm out of them number 6s, so I just used a small jig head here. It's a 1/32 ounce with a number 6 hook. And I had tossed it out there with a little piece of split shot above it. And that's what had that piece of night crawler on, and I got a fun size blue on it. Now when he come up and thrashed around the surface, I was like, what the heck have I got? I thought it might have been a gar or something. This old fun size blue. Get out of here, buddy. Oh, he gone. You never know what you're gonna get in these backwater creek systems though. It could be anything. But that's a wide range of baits. So I had that drum 7-8 inches long that a fish like that had tried to eat, similar size, and now just a small piece of night crawler getting it done. So I'm gonna throw me another piece out there. He's got my line all slimed up, but you can see here I just got that small piece of split shot, about 1.5 foot or so up the line, just to give me a little extra weight to be able to cast, and then that small jig head, and I'm just putting a small piece of night crawler. I'm taking these night crawlers and basically cutting them in about 1/3, putting part of it on the hook. There we go, y'all. Just again, small piece of it. My line undone there. That blue did a number on my line. I'm gonna toss it right back out over here. Not a very long cast, but don't really need it to be. If they up here this shallow, they're feeding. So yeah, but anyway, I switched out one of my carp rods here, put another piece of night crawler on it, because for whatever reason a carp just ain't having it today, or I'm in the wrong place for them or something. I don't know. I ain't no carp expert, that's for sure, but nevertheless I am getting some bites back here, and I'm happy to get them, because these lighter action rods like this, it don't really matter what bites, it's gonna be a good time. Alright guys, so I have made a move. I sat on that other spot a couple hours, just really wasn't getting much going, so I've moved farther on up in this creek channel, through the cast net a couple times on the way up through here, and got me some, if I can get hold of them here, some larger gizzard shad there. Got 3 of them there in the bucket, so I'm going to throw one of those out on the catfish rod, and then do some other combinations of corn and night crawlers on the others, and just see what we can get. All right, there's a large gizzard shad. I got 3 of them there in one throw. Didn't get any smalls. It was all that size right there, 6-7 inch. So I'll throw him out there. You know what I may do is I may switch one of my light. Well, I'll leave that out. I was gonna say I might put on another gizzard shad on one of my light tackle rods. I may still end up doing that just for fun. Why the heck not, you know? You can probably see there I'm tying me on a balloon. Completely forgot I had put some of these in my camera bag. I could have put that drum earlier or the channel cat under a balloon. Total dummy. I'm losing my mind in my old age, y'all. Let's get us another gizzard shad here. Hooked him through the back there. It is kind of shallow. Who knows what we'll catch on that, if anything. But it's going out for us to try. Just gonna give him a gentle toss and then he'll take that balloon and do his thing. I'm probably only going to put out one more rod. Probably put the nightcrawler on there. Still got one more shad in the bucket. But with me having this live gizzard that's going to swim and do his thing and go all over, probably just put out one more rod or else I'm going to end up with a tangled mess. All right, there's just a whole nightcrawler on that jig head. That's going to be the last rod I put out on this area. Oh shoot, I was trying to get that other shad. Put the camera going. Something's got him. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Something's got him, buddy. Something's got that gizzard shad that's live on bottom out there. Is he coming at me? Yeah, he's on there. Oh, he is coming straight at me, man. It wasn't out there long. Something gobbled him up. One bite. Looks like a blue cat. I was trying to fix that one under the balloon. He got my line all tangled all to you know what. Oh, he's coming right at me. That's another fun-sized blue right there. On the live gizzard. He don't look like he's hooked very good either. He's up under the lip there, looks like. Boy, that did not last long. I got another one here in the bucket. It's about to go out too. Hopefully this one will pop off the hook here. He is hooked up under the lip. But that's a larger dink, smaller fun size. Now, I didn't come out here planning on doing no catfishing trip today, but you know, it is what it is. Don't hurt my feelings none. This thing's hooked in such a bad way. He is up under. I was trying to, where my pliers at? I don't want to wear this hook. That's a bad spot. There we go. Let him go just like that. Well, y'all, there went one of them gizzard shad. Let's see if we can get the other two eat. All right, I'm gonna take this other gizzard shad here. That's a nice hand size. He's probably 8 inches or so, maybe bigger. I'm just gonna take his hook and in the mouth, upper lip there, and out a nostril right there. And we'll sling him out there. I got a little 3-ounce weight, so keep him. He'll be able to swim around there, flop around, but he's gonna be on bottom, stationary. I'm gonna try to get him out there in the creek channel. There we go. A little professional overrun right there. Nothing wrong with that, folks. Nothing wrong with it. Happens more frequently than I would like to admit. All right, I'm gonna set my clicker and put it back in the rod holder. We're ready for the next one. Now this one over here, buddy. No, that's my nightcrawler rod. Never mind. It's this one. This shad right here. Look what he has done to my line. Made it a tangled mess right there. Golly, man. I hate fishing under balloons. It's fun when they go down, but boy, they're a mess. That thing has got my line all messed up. I don't even care. I'm throwing it out like it is. There we go. My gosh. Oh. Here we go again. Oh, I think he ripped the bait off. Nope, the bait's still on there. I'm gonna have to do something with that balloon rig. I done. Look there, look at him. Boy, he's tore up. Side of him, his tail. Something wanted him, by gosh. Something wanted him out there. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Since this one on the balloon's being such a pain in the butt and swimming everywhere except where I want him to, I'm gonna take this one off. We'll get the lively one over here, put him on this rod, and then we'll put that one on the spinning rod. All right, problem solved. Now I'll take that dead shad there and stick him on the spinning rod here in a minute. Oh, man, it's a blooper-filled day. I guess I will be throwing that one on this rod because I just flung him plumb off the hook. Crapola. All right, well, I'll stick that one back on. I may have to end up going get me some more shad here in a minute, y'all. You believe I just did that? All right, that was a little better. Slightly better. I can't believe I wasted a bait like that. Yeah, I can. It's happened before. Oh. Something's after this thing. I'm just going to engage my reel here and see if he's maybe a turtle or something messing with it down there. Rip my bait off there. Probably just a turtle or another dink. Back here in the shallows this time of year, that's what you're going to get a lot of. Well, guys, I think this is turning into a catfishing trip because there's clearly some in here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up these daggone anchor sticks here and go throw the cast net some more and get me some more shad, and I'm going to come back over here and set up and see if I can get some more cats. Look right there. That's that shad I flung off. That's that shad I flung off the hook. I'm going to grab him. Heck, I'll use him. Unlucky, then got lucky. How about that? Yeah, buddy. We'll keep him. I'm about to go get me some more. Yeah, I got something in here too. Oh yeah. Let's see what all we got going on here. That's several shad here. That'll do us the rest of the trip. Let's see. Oh yeah. Look at all that, man. Heck yeah. Oh, look at that. I got dang on bass in there too. Old ditch pickle. Can't keep them. We catch them in a cast net out here in Tennessee. Look at all these shad though. I'm gonna put maybe one more in that bucket. That'll be all I can keep alive. All right, y'all. Well, got some more bait. I'm gonna go back over here and set up to do some more catfishing. This has turned into a catfishing trip today, but you know what? I'm all right with that. I just wanted to come out and catch some fish this morning, just kind of goof off and mess around, and that's what I'm doing. I ain't seen a boat back here in this creek, so it's been a good day. All right. I'm gonna take my big catfish rod here, and I'm gonna get that red horse sucker and put on. I can get hold of him here. Yeah, I'm gonna put him on there live. Yep, I can get hold of him. He's a slippery little devil. Put him down here on the floor. All right, there we go. Got him flopping around there, in through the mouth, out a nostril. Let's see what he can conjure up for us. I'll sling him off the hook. There we go. Get him out there in the middle of that creek channel. And again, it's pretty shallow back here. I'm setting, 3 foot here. It's 5-6 foot out there where I've cast right now at the most, maybe less than that. I ain't got my graph on, so I can't tell you the exact depth, but them stakeout poles there are 6 foot, and so I ain't got them but maybe 3-4 inches down the ground because it's so dang hard down there. But hopefully it'll hold me. All right, this next one's just a gizzard shad on a bare hook on my spinning tackle. No balloon this time. I'm just gonna toss him out and let him do his thing out there wherever he gets around to going with that big hook in his mouth. He's gonna be struggling with it. So hopefully he'll find him a suitor out there. And lastly, I'm gonna take my other spinning setup here with this little number 4 hook and I'm gonna get this small shad. This is the only small shad that I had. Oh crap, look right here. I forgot to set my, something's got that shiner. I mean that, yep, something's got him. That sucker, I didn't have my bait clicker turned on. Oh man, something was running with him. Something was running with that thing. I didn't have my clicker on. He didn't get the bait though. Look at that. That had to be a gar. Bit him in half. Dang, man. Bit that red horse sucker in half. Well, it's all right. We got us a piece of cut bait out there now. I'd forgot to turn, I had my spool, free spool, but I didn't have my clicker on. I heard my line peeling off. Well, it's an active day out here anyway, even with the sun up. This water, it's muddy from all that rain we had last night. Now I got it on then. Okay, now I'm set. Now what I was trying to say is I was going to take this little carp hook here, and this thing may be dead by now. I left him sitting out there. Yeah, he may be dead. I'm going to toss him out anyway. We'll toss him out over there and just see if he don't catch us something too. That's the only small shad I got. All the others here, pretty good size. I'm gonna go ahead and stick them in the bucket. Ain't none of them gonna live at this point. I didn't bring a cooler with me because I really didn't. I thought I'd be doing some carp fishing today, y'all. I ain't gonna let these things go to waste. Uh oh, look right here. Is the camera still going? It is. Yep. Hooked up again, man. That was quick. Well, this thing's a digging, man. That's exciting. Oh, he let it go. I wonder if it wasn't another dang gar. He got the bait. He got part of it. Now this time they bit off everything. It's a gar. I've got gar down there just chewing me up. That's why I don't like fishing the shallows usually. I'm gonna toss that bait up there. We'll see if we can get something else on that head, what's left of it. Yeah, y'all people's like, why don't you fish the shallows? That's why. Gar, turtles, channel cats. We've got the full range of it out here today. Did get a few blues though. That right there, man, that was a nice live bait, bit in half. Turned into a nice cut bait. Bit in half again. We'll see if we can get something on that. I guarantee you that was a gar. That had to be, just to chew it in half like that. But I got that other live gizzard on this one. Smaller shad on this one, and I've got a bucket here. Didn't bring my cooler with me because honestly I brought my cast net last case, worst case scenario, just to try to get a video together today, but I really thought I'd get on some carp back here this morning. That did not work out. They just wasn't having it, I guess, today, or I was just in the wrong place. I don't know. But either way, we're getting a video out of today's trip regardless. Here we go again. Here we go again. Yep, I'm hooked up. Oh, he let it go just then. All right, I'm gonna switch him out. Ain't much left of him, so let's get rid of it. Yeah, this one right here is still kicking. Let's throw that out there. Feed us another gar. There we go. Right here, right here, right here. Oh no. Did he pull him off the hook? He broke me off. Pulled him off the hook. Right here. This one's going down now. That's on that smaller shad. The other one just got ripped off the hook. Hopefully we'll land this one. That's on my lighter tackle here. It's on my bass rods. Medium heavy. I'm gonna tighten my drag a smidge. I had my drag real light earlier for the carp. Don't really need it in this situation. But sorry, here comes the wind, y'all. It's cranking out here all of a sudden. It's a hurricane out here. Well, no, this is my bass tackle. 6.5 foot medium heavy, 20-pound test braid, 15-pound fluoro leaders. This one ain't gonna be too terribly big. But we got some fish working back here. Oh, shad got hit over there. We got stuff going on here, y'all. That's another blue cat. Yeah, buddy, I know where I'm going to be fishing tomorrow. I'm going to be right back in here. Except I'm going to be set up for catfish right from the start. That's going to be the plan tomorrow, by golly. Oh, there he went. Just popped free. He just had that little number 4 hook in him. Well, I need to put me a couple more baits on these, I guess. And this here's got a lot of slack in it. Let me just see what's going on here. No, we're good. Yeah, y'all, apparently I should have been doing some catfishing in this creek right from the start this morning, but I think tomorrow, today's Saturday, it's Memorial Day weekend again. I think I'm gonna come out here tomorrow at first light and be ready to do some catfishing in here. I'll probably, before I leave here, go net me some more shad. That way I'll have me some more. I don't have my cooler with me, but they'll be all right till I can get home and get them on ice. And yeah, tomorrow, by gosh, I'll be ready. Something's got this shad. I see my line swimming. It's going to the left. There it goes. Yep. Ooh, now that feels like a little better fish. Catch up with him here again. He's heading left. I hope it ain't another gar. Them danged old things. Gar and the turtles just plague you when you're in the shallows. That's another blue. They eat the whole gizzard, man. They're in here. That's exciting. I like catching them in shallow water. I just hate fishing shallow water. Ain't none of them been monsters or anything, but they've been fun sizers. Tire him out a little bit here. What the heck is that? Oh, I'm setting on my remote. Oops. I'll tell you folks, I have screwed up time and time again today. Setting on my remote, tail hooking a blue cat earlier, backlashes, slinging shad off the hook. It's amateur day out here today, y'all. It's gonna be another one of them trips. If I ever do a blooper video, the whole damn show is gonna be on the blooper reel. This is another, I'd call it a smaller fun size though. And I ain't got a bait in the water right now. I couldn't bait my other rods there a minute ago before this one hit. There we go. Yeah, y'all. Larger dink, smaller fun size. It was a good time. Well, I gotta get me some more baits out there, I reckon. Because I ain't got one bait in the water right now. except for the ones I flung off the hook. This one here is still a kicking, so he's gonna go out there. Let him wiggle around a little bit, conjure us up another one. All right, did it again, that's all right. Easily fixed. Just more for the blooper video today. It's been fun, y'all. Carp fishing was a dud, but the catfish have made up for it. Let me stick me another one here on the light tackle. Again, that's just weightless, no sinker, no nothing. The weight of the shad is enough to be able to cast it on this lighter tackle. I'll just let him wiggle around down there. He ain't got much life left in him, but good enough to attract something. And this one here, I'm gonna take this, look, just like that. Oh man, did he rip him off the hook? No, he's still on there. He just made a run with him. Well, he don't even look that tore up. Bleeding a little bit, but probably another gar. Throw him back out there. All right. I was trying to say this one here, this carp rig, I'm gonna take it off and put me another 10-aught size hook, another catfish leader on for this one, just so I can put a bigger bait on. Right here, I was just getting the other bait cast out. There he goes, man. It's on that whole gizzard. Eating some big baits today. Who would have thunk it, y'all? Carp fishing trip turned into catfishing trip with a large bait. Something fell in the woods over there too. I'm easily distracted like a squirrel. This thing is come right over here beside me. Is that a cat? Yeah, it's a cat. Wasn't sure there for a second. Thought it might have been a stripe or something the way I saw its tail, but no, it's a cat. Let's see if I can get him on this side. Yeah, that other line, I just got that other line cast out. Got me a different hook on there, you know, my 10-aught size hook, so I can better effectively land these fish. My gosh, he's strong. Oh my gosh. Splashed me, probably got the camera. Little jerk. That's another fun size blue right there though. If you can see him, the water ain't all over the lens right now. There he is. Look at that thing, man. Back here in the backwaters. Let's let him go. Clean off my face and the camera. Do it again. The rate I'm going, I may not be able to keep 3 lines in the water at all times. Let me check this camera here. How bad he get you? He get you wet? No, you look pretty good. My sunglasses is wet, my face is wet. He splashed me right here in my lap. I think we're okay with the camera. Well, I'm just gonna put another shad on there. This in here, he's still wiggling around a little bit too. Let's just throw that whole thing on there. There we go. Another live gizzard, kind of alive anyway, going out. About as far as I can cast that one. That's all right. Be far enough. Here we go again. Here we go again. Another one on them gizzards. On the spinning rod. That's gonna be just a small one though. He had a big appetite. He don't feel small on that lighter tackle. I don't know what I'd do if I hooked a real monster back here in the shallows on this. I'm liable to just get spooled, who knows. It's gonna be just another fat blue cat right here. Boy, that's another one that's gotten hooked in the bottom of the lip, up under the mouth. There we go. That was another one that for whatever reasons got hooked up under the lip there. That's hard to get hold of them things without putting a hook in you when they hooked like that. But we'll stick us another, we'll just put a whole gizzard shad on there. There he is, going out. I'm gonna stop and throw the net for some more of them too before I leave today. We fishing again. Well guys, I would love to fish a little longer, but I've got some plans today, and I want to go back over here and throw the cast net some more before I leave here today, because I want to be loaded up on bait for my next trip, which is going to be tomorrow morning in this same exact spot. This creek here kind of taking me by surprise here with the number and quality of cats that are back here right now. I came out here really hoping to do a carp video and couldn't catch not one stinking carp this morning, but thankfully I had that other catfish rod, and I'd stopped and got me some nightcrawlers just, you know, for variety, just kind of hedging my bets. And man, I'm glad I did, because it really paid off with the catfish. So again, I'm gonna come out here tomorrow morning and just try to have some baits in the water at first light and see if maybe some better quality fish are back here. I mean, for me to be getting these fun sizers with the sun this high up in the sky here and this shallow of water, I'm inclined to believe maybe tomorrow will be the same thing with some better quality fish. You know, who knows? We're right here in the middle of the spawn. Anything can happen, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. But anyway, guys, I've had a good trip out here this morning. Had a comedy of errors have happened out here. It's just been one thing after another that I've goofed up, but at the end of the day, what's the number one goal you have when you go fishing? It's to catch fish, and I was able to accomplish that out here this morning. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.